Good morning. Build day 22 just getting going, and Kaylee and I just got done parking the truck. He's ready to get out though. Huh? You ready to get out of the truck and go get busy? Daddy's not. Got up, I want to say almost 8 o'clock. I slept a little bit to this morning, and I'm still groggy. I want to go back to bed. But I can't do that if I want to get this hunt set up. Breakfast of the day. Oatmeal, raisins, and a little bit of brown sugar and some cream over the top of it. And whatever you want to drink. But nice, thick, big bowl of hot oatmeal. Sounds good. As to work today, it's going to be interesting. I got to get the photo haul finished, which is what we're going to be working on first. Once I get my lazy butt out of the truck, always good to check the mirror to see if there's cars coming before you open your door. Come on, Katie, get in the house. There we go. And in she goes with her baby. But we did pretty good yesterday. We got the photo op done. So Tiny and girlfriend are not alone. They got other things in with them. Now I gotta get the gate shut. There we go. And Kaylee's wandering. Graveyard and mausoleum we got done the day before yesterday. But over here, yesterday, other than the photo op, we got the chain haul done. So that means now every time we need to go this way, we gotta fight the chains. But the chains are easier to fight than the tube hallway when the tubes are up. Now, we gotta work from here all the way through and over to here. Well, hello! You went around the other way, you snake. Anyway, gonna work through this section. We've got 2 tubs of photos that need to get hung. I think my first job is going to be with these guys. I need to shove everything back further, and then we can take a look at things. And I might ask and see if Sue Ann wants to come out and get some pumpkins in the display. There's room for a couple of them. Then I can get the fence up for the moment. But if we can get this display done, we'll be moving over into Sue Ann's display, the tube hallway, which is next one in line. And I've only got 2 things to do in that one. And now the first one is these wall panels. All the pumpkins have LEDs in them. So I've got to get all the panels wired up. They're all wired and everything. So no, really wired up. But I got to hook up this section to the power station and then go through and check panels and fix any connections, just like with the chain hallway. And then I've got that box there, and that holds the new werewolf prop. And I gotta get it put together in here and get it placed. And then that's gonna be it. I do have the tubes to hang. I'd start there, go through here, and down that way. I gotta get all the tubes hung. The problem is I've still got straw to put in. Sue Ann's got pumpkins to put in, and we got a couple other things that we need to drag out that won't be all the way out for another week or two yet. And if I put the tubes up now, we have to fight the tubes to get everything out. So we've decided we're just going to do the wall panels and the werewolf, and then we're going to call it quits, and then come back and revisit this section after the rest of the hunt is all put together and we get all our lighting and stuff in. So the tube hallway will be getting done at a later date, finished. But Kaylee's pacing. I think she wants to wander the hunt with Daddy. But Daddy doesn't want to wander the hunt. I don't even really want to be out here. I just want to go in and sit and space out. But anyway, we're going to get the witch done, or not the witch. We're going to get the photo hallway done, and then we're going to get started on the tube hallway. And if the tube hallway goes as quick as the chain hallway does, we'll probably get in and mess around in the courtyard today. And we'll just kind of go from there. So let's sit back and see where Ram can stumble around to today. Well, took about an hour, but the photo hallway, or photo gallery, or however you want to call it, is finished. Sue Ann's even been out here and done her bit. Over here, she got costumes on these guys, and did a small pumpkin pile over there. Now I'm as far as I can go in here at this time. I still need to do lighting. I need to get all the light boxes lit up. I've got a fogger for that and some lights on that I need to do. I'm going to put some lights along the fence to highlight things. But the photo hallway is done. So that means we're on to these. And I got these plugged in, and I was just checking. Like this here. I've got 5 panels, and there's 1 connection per panel on these. So I've got 5 connections to check. The fun part is, this is underneath plywood, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up to those connections or not. I'm going to have to get my ladder over here and mess around with it. But we've got 1 there, 2, 3, 4, and number 5 was over here someplace. Yeah, down here at the end, number 5. That I'm gonna have to get diagnostics on and fix the connections, and then we can get the werewolf put together. Well, we are done as far as we can go in here, and it's time to take someone for their walk. They're asking so nicely. I wanted to show you what's replacing the scarecrow in here. Now, Sue Ann's going to come in and do some pumpkin work pretty much on his base and across the front. Trying to get him to activate. There we go. And Kaylee's not too sure what to make of this guy. And that's all he does. We'll trip him one more time. And he turns, the arms go up and down. For a Costco prop, I don't think that's too bad. I did have one problem with him. There was a wire going from the head. There was a wire going from the head down into the torso that you had to connect. And it had a really, really funky plug on it that you had to plug in. I ended up breaking the plug. So I had to snip the plug off of both ends, the one coming up from the torso and the one coming from the head, and wire it direct. I'm going to have to do that every year. And it only took a couple of seconds, and it was a hell of a lot easier than trying to get that plug to work. But we are done out here with this one. Our next task is going to be courtyard. We're going to get in there, we'll get Bart set up, get the walls checked, and go from there. But first, I gotta take Kaylee for her walk before she starts really getting pushy. Okay, another one done. I just finished with the courtyard. So we're not doing too bad. Reposition him a bit. We've got the photo hall finished. And we've got the tube hallway. And now the courtyard. And you'll get a look at the tube hallway and the courtyard tonight with their wall panels on. But we got Bart in, got a nice fence in here. Sue-Ann is going to do a pumpkin pile here in this corner to kind of highlight this up. But it's still early. It's not even dinner time yet. So we are going to move in down here. And we've got the gypsy to do, which is going to be a semi-quick one because all we've got is the tub down there to put in, or to do. And I got to drive a stake in to hold the mannequin that Sue-Ann puts in here and dresses like a gypsy. So we're going to work on this and see where we get. I can see us getting started through the doorway there over in Spider today. How far we get in Spider is anybody's guess. There's no way I'll get it finished. There's a lot to do in there because nothing's been done in there. We've just been throwing things into the display. So, but we're getting somewhere. Okay, yet another display done. I like these quickie displays. Let's get here. Sue-Ann will probably put some skeletal birds or something in that tree, maybe a snake or two. Now they had on the lamp over here, I will get fixed once I get the light bulb on. It's supposed to be sitting up like that, not drooping down like that. What would fix it is if I suck the cord in on the light. And the cord holds the tension to hold the skull in place usually. The skulls on the bookshelf don't belong there, but they belong in this display. And they actually do go on the shelving, but Sue-Ann will reorganize them and stuff. Then we got the scrying bowl. And the bag there has the different costume jewelry she uses on some of the dummies. And then we hung the candelabra up there, skull candelabra. And then we've got the table. And Sue-Ann will probably do a little work on that too. But I'm as far as I can go in here. And I've got a puppy waiting for dinner. Mom just called dinner and she knows it. She wants me in the house. But she's going to have to move because I've got to film one other part. Huh? Excuse me. Oh, good girl. She knows watch out and excuse me. Usually excuse me, she'll get right up and move. Watch out, she'll just lay there and look at you. Spider Country. This is our next display. We are going to get started on it after dinner. We will not get it finished. I know I won't get it finished. There's just too much to do in here. So we will get started on this. I've got 2 tubs full of stuff, 3 bags. A lot of it is snake and stuff, and it will be interesting to see how far we actually do get. But this is going to be our next display as soon as I get something to eat. I'm not overly hungry, but sitting down in my chair for a half hour, 45 minutes sounds awfully good. So let's go sit down for a little while and munch. Okay, wanted to give you a nighttime view of both the werewolf and the courtyard, or the tube hallway in the courtyard. And all the wall panels are working. Now it looks bright in here, but it's going to be a lot dimmer once the tubes get hung in here. They'll be down in front of the camera here. But the werewolf is lit up nice. I really like that werewolf. He is so cute. I like his mannerisms. Costco did a very good job on him. Now Costco had two other figures this size. I didn't like the dialogues with them, but this one is perfect. But we got that done and over. And of course, this will be shut so they can't get out that way. And they'll be forced down here. And there'll be a curtain roughly right in here. You come through, get hit with that guy, which doesn't do much. It might freak people out, especially when they brush against him. And then into Bart. And Bart looks a lot brighter on camera than he does in person. So I am going to add a couple of lights, probably up in the corners here to shine down on him. I'll do a green or blue or maybe a red, I don't know. The other thing I wanted to show you is what I have been working on, which isn't all that much. There was just time consuming. And that was over here in the spider. Sue Ann just gave me a hand getting that head up there. She had to hold it into place while I was in the back putting screws in to hold it in. Still need to put its body on. That'll be tomorrow. Then we got the Iron Maiden into place. And then over here, I'll turn my headlamp on. Yeah, there's the witch. But we got this guy into place. So Sue Ann will have fun cobwebbing him up. So I got three things done in the spider. Turn the headlamp off for you. There we go. But all of it was time consuming. Spider is a very time consuming display. But anyway, we got that done. I think next we are going to get cleaned up and we are going to call it quits. It's going on almost 8:30. So time I get cleaned up and things put away, and do the wrap up, we'll get there. Oh, someone's shooting off fireworks. Katie's freaking. She does not like fireworks. Oh well. See you in a minute for the end of the day wrap up. Okay, time for the wrap up. I think the phone's dirty. 1 sec. There we go. Phone still, the image still looks a little blurry and dirty. I'm going to have to wash it tonight. We did pretty damn good today, I think. We got the photo hallway finished. We got Sue Ann's display finished. We got the courtyard finished. We got the gypsy finished. And we got started on the spider. Now, Sue Ann's hallway would have taken all day to do. The tube hallway, where the werewolf is, would have taken all day to do if I had had to hang the tubes today. Those tubes take 3 or 4 hours to get hung up. But with wiring and everything else, and I've explained it in other vlogs. If you missed it, go back and watch the last couple of vlogs. So I am going to have that to do eventually. Spider tomorrow, more than likely, is going to take the majority of the day. There's a lot of stuff in there. I got 2 pneumatic props. I got to get the mechanics and stuff mounted, and I got a tack spider or a tack snake and a jumping spider. to do in there, and with all the different snakes, various spiders, spider wreaths. You know, it's going to take the majority of the day. I'll be bouncing around all over in that display, trying to get stuff done. Nice thing is once we get that display done, that's the, other than the graveyard, that is the only, what I want to call, raw display I have left to do. In other words, nothing set up in it. Everything's out there, but nothing set up in it, just like the graveyard was when we started it. But once we get Spider done, we have the Witch, and most of the big stuff set up there. In there, I've just got some, a bunch of stuff in a tub to put out. There's not that much of that. Water room. I've got some floaty stuff that goes in the ponds, and that doesn't go in until after the liners go in. We got lighting to do in there, some low voltage, a lot of AC due to black lights. You know, we're not doing that now. We're doing prop setup. We're stage 2, not stage 3 and 4. You know, so I'll be able to bypass the water room, go from Witch, and we'll go right into Pirate. Pirate has a lot of its big stuff already up too. I do have 2 crates full of stuff that need to get put out. You know, so that'll be a semi-quick one. It'll take me a little bit longer than the Witch will. That's definitely for sure, but not as long as Spider. Clown, that could be an iffy one. It should be quick, but I've got 2 or 3 crates of stuff for the clown I need to sort through and get put up. So that could be interesting. You know, who knows? But, you know, if we can get all this stuff put up, then we can move on to stage 3 and start doing all the AC work. And that takes a couple of days to do. It's not near as bad as stage 4, and that's all the low voltage. That means everything comes alive, display by display by display. It's just not lighting. It's control boards, pneumatics, you know, all of it. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm tired. Kaylee wants me in the house. Found out what all the noise was about. It was a high school about 6 blocks away. Homecoming night. And usually at the end of the game, they shoot off fireworks. And that's where all the popping was coming from. And Kaylee was wigging out about it. It sounded like it was going off right over our house. But Kaylee wants to go in the house. She's afraid it's going to start popping again. So stay spooky. Stay dark.